So right now, I'm reading Eliza and Her Monsters, and it's about a girl who's like she has a really boring life at school and she doesn't like it. So she tries to be invisible, except she's the creator of this really famous webcomic called Monstrous Sea, and there are like millions of people who read it. And then there's a new boy at her school named Wallace, and he's like a really big fan. And also he's the what do you call it? Like in the comment thing, there's like the people who are trying to take care of the comment stuff. So he's really famous too.
Alright, so the book I'm reading
Wait,
is
Dan, you just interrupted. Hold on. And then, so basically there are snippets of like her comic in the book, and then there's also like the drawings are of her comic, and the words are just her. So, and then so I really, really like it, and also it has a lot to do with like suicide prevention, and yeah.
Right, so the book I'm reading is The Golden Compass, and it's a fantasy book based on a girl called Lyra and her polar bear, which is her pet that she rides on, I guess. And Lyra loses her mother in a battle, so she has to use a golden compass to find her mother again. And yeah, and then they go on an adventure and fight witches and trolls in order to find her.
So,
And I really like the book because of all the fantasy elements that the author
so you're like Lyra's a human character, right?
Yeah, Lyra's a human character, and the polar bear is
a polar bear.
Okay. Yeah, that can talk.
So I think that both of our books have like human characters. Yours is like in the fantasy story, and mine is writing the fantasy story. So I think that's kind of a connection. And for my next book, I decide how I'm going to read by just like my Goodreads account. Sometimes there are like suggestions on the sides, or I just see what my friends are reading, and then if they tell me it's good, I'll read it, and if it's not good, I'll check it out. But then sometimes I read it and sometimes I don't.
So I usually decide what I'm going to read next if it's part of a series, and The Golden Compass is a book with it, and there's two other books excluding this one.
So do you only read series?
No, I tend to read series because I like having a lot of books and the story goes on, and I find it quite interesting if the author's actually good.
But I'm actually reading a series that has 5+ books right now, and I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. It's getting kind of annoying. Like Harry Potter, I wonder what people thought about that because it's really long, except, so I think it's getting a little bit long, even though I really like this author. And then my third, a book that had an impact on me was Wolf Hollow, because it made me really sad. Because there's like this really bad girl from the city, and she gets herself and someone else killed, and it's all her fault. Because anyway, she just makes a bunch of trouble, and she ends up making someone lose their eye because she threw a rock, except then it hit someone in their eyeball. And then they had to lose their eyeball. But anyway,
Alright, so
wait, Dan, I'm not done. So it just made me really mad and sad. So I think that so basically I have like a list of things in my head that I shouldn't be as like like characteristics that I shouldn't be. And then I was like, oh, Betty's like a horrible person that I never ever want to be like.
So
Is there a book that
a book I read was The Hate You Give, also known as Thug, and it was really good because it was all about police brutality and how a young black teenager got shot by a police officer just for pulling a hair comb out of his car.
A hair?
Yeah, because the officer thought it was a gun.
Okay. So the next book I'm gonna read, I'm reading. Well, like, okay. So right now I'm reading like a bunch of books right now. Like one I'm almost done with, and then I just started. Well, then I'm like halfway through one book, which is the Agatha Christie book with the dentist who got murdered, and then I just started one like yesterday night. It's called 9 Perfect Strangers, and they all meet at this secluded resort, and something is gonna happen to them. but I don't know what just
Cool.
yet.
So the next book I'm gonna read is the second book in the series. This is book 1, and I'm really enjoying this book so far. I've pretty much finished it, so I think I'm gonna go on to read the next one.
Okay. So, I think I don't really go through stages of reading, but I just like hop around from genre to genre and topic to topic. But I don't really like read nonfiction on purpose unless it's about animals. So,
Yeah. So I think a similarity between me and you is that I usually just read what I want to read. I don't really have stages. I just read what I think I want to read and what I can read.
and I read because I think it's important to know how other people feel. Like, for example, a really harsh example would be like someone who doesn't have enough to eat every single day, and sometimes they don't feel safe. But like compared to them, my problems are like practically nothing. Shepherd, please be quiet. Anyway.
I don't like being called
Anyway.
that. Not my name.
I'm gonna call you Shepherd.
Don't call me that.
Miss Cusack is gonna hear this and she's gonna take points off your grade for interrupting us.
You're
So,
literally. Don't call me
Alright, carry on.
anyway,
So,
so I think it's important to learn about other people's perspectives
Yeah.
and who have
And
different
other
problems.
people's lives. So, I read because I enjoy it and I like to be immersed in the genre and the set, and I like to learn about the new characters. Alright, and so I
Wait,
think
hold on. I want to. Okay, mine is kind of long. So I think reading is going to help me in the future because I am going to go. Well, first I want to be a veterinarian, but before that happens, you need to get a degree in something or the other. So then I'm gonna need a bachelor's degree in like something sciencey or mathy, but that's like really hard. So I would not like to think about that right now. But then on the side, like I could maybe get a degree in literature or something or the other, because that would be really fun on the
Yeah,
side,
and
then I'd have a degree for having fun.
so I think reading is important for my future because when you read it improves your writing, and a lot of jobs and professions involve writing nowadays. So it's always good to improve your writing.